Liverpool tonight?
Massive, I think. The lads have done really well. I think it's been a difficult game for us. Obviously, quite disappointing to only get the draw on Sunday on our first game back. But first game back at Anfield after what's gone on, couldn't have went any better for us, to be honest. So we're made up with the win.
Your free kick, could you hit it any better at all?
I don't think so. Obviously, I've been practicing a lot, and I've had a few. I had a few against Everton, which I was probably a little bit disappointed not to score. But obviously, got the chance today, and was able to put it away. So it was always good to get the ball rolling for the lads, and yeah, we kicked on from then.
Jeremy Carragher described it as Beckham-esque. How big a compliment is that?
Obviously, massive. I think he's probably one of the best in history. Probably. The best free kick taker in Premier League history from what I can think of right now. But yeah, obviously the comparisons are really nice, but there's still a lot of work to do to get to his level.
Tonight as well, you took another huge step towards the title. Does it feel tantalisingly close?
Well, it's 2 points, so I'd say yeah, it's quite close. But obviously we know a lot can happen in the Premier League. We're close. We've waited a long time for this, and we've worked hard for this over the last few years as a team and as a squad, and obviously as a club. This is what we've always dreamed of. So we're in a good position. So hopefully we'll be able to get across the line very soon.
You've pushed them all the way. City now simply cannot afford to drop points against Chelsea. Pep Guardiola today talking about potentially resting players, thinking about the FA Cup. Would you encourage him in that direction?
It's up to him really. He's the manager. We've got to focus on ourselves and obviously not take things for granted. And not, for us, we're not really hoping that Man City lose points or drop points. For us, we're focused on ourselves, and we know it's in our hands. So whatever the outcome tomorrow, we still got to go to City next week and try and get results. And obviously we've still got a lot of games left in the season, so we've got to keep pushing ourselves, and hopefully we'll be able to set a few records along the way.
Just going back to your free kick, what's the hierarchy? Because there seems to be a few volunteers want to take the free kick, and having scored a pearler like that, does that now put you at the top of the list?
There's a lot of lads with a lot of quality in the squad. I know Hendo wants a few. Fab obviously jumped on after my goal. Obviously Mo's a left footer, he's probably the left footed one. But for us, it's good to have that quality in the team and to be pushing each other every day in training. And I think when we're practicing them, I've got a lot of competition, and that's all. For me, it's about keep trying to push myself, trying to get as good as possible, and seeing them as an opportunity to score like today, and hopefully be able to get a few more goals.
Well, it was a brilliant goal. Well done. Well played tonight, Trent.
Thank you. Cheers.
Two things briefly, Andy. We remember the great free kicks, and we will that one tonight. But the great free kick takers actually didn't have that much success,
no, they don't.
Did they?
If you look at people who are renowned for taking free kicks, Beckham, Ronaldo, Messi, you would be amazed at the percentage.
Roberto Carlos,
his might be up high. You'd be amazed at the percentage, how low it is. But let's say they all took 100 free kicks, right, from that kind of range. I bet they've scored 17 goals, 15.
I think you're being generous. I'd be a problem there, was there, between those two?
No.
So 4-0 tonight. We're just waiting, aren't we, for the inevitable?
Yes.
It's a confirmation, really.
Yeah, it's just when. Yeah, and you know, Liverpool won't mind if it's tomorrow and Manchester City don't manage to beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. But I get a funny feeling, having played myself and won the title on the pitch, actually won the game and that was it. I think they'd like to.
Agreed.
I think they'd like to do it against City. That's their next game. And it would be even special to do it against the current champions. It's not a free kick, but I think it was a free kick. But watch the quality of the 4 goals we're going to see. A little nudge from Jordan Ayew. It's not enough to put the big man over if he didn't want to go over.
It's not.
But the quality of the 4 goals you're about to see, if you haven't seen them, is fantastic. It's a high level. That's a stunning free kick from Alexander-Arnold. Stunning. And I don't care where he lined it up. 2 walls up there, it still wasn't going to stop that. That was quality.
Mo Salah just before half-time put it to bed, really. The rest was just
I think no one did.
enjoyable.
I mean, there was nothing from Palace today that suggested they were going to threaten Liverpool at all. This one, the quality of the run, the quality of the pass, absolutely top class. I wasn't sure Fabinho had this in his locker, but he obviously has. The way he just dinks that over there, that little golf shot almost. And the rest was a formality for Mo Salah. Once it clears Van Aanholt, It's, for him, it's simple just to chest it down and tuck it away. It's easy, comfortable.
And proving that he also has the power to go with that lovely little moment of
the
class
strike.
there. Yeah.
Well, it took everyone by surprise. I wasn't expecting it. Yes, he has hit one like this earlier in the season. But, I mean, he gets a little bit of time. And do you know what it is? If you were going out to press him, do you know what you'd be shouting? Shoot.
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
You would be telling him to shoot. You'd be shouting, hit it, shoot. Well, he took the advice and he hit it all right. There's no doubt about that. Wonderful strike. Pure as you like. Again, not much spin in that ball when it leaves his foot. It's just a wonderfully clean strike. See it? Just a little bit, not much.
And then a rarity, Salah Mane. You don't see that often.
No, you don't. You don't. I mean, this is just a Lindo counter-attack. Just a couple of passes, that one and that one. Just brilliant. Absolutely stunning. Did you ever doubt it? You never doubted it.
I didn't doubt it, but I think Mo Salah was disappointed. He was going for the return, wasn't he?
Well, he's never getting it.
Keep your eyes on him.
He's never getting it. No, I know. It's a super one-touch pass. It really is. Because if he takes a touch on it, Mane's offside. So he can't take two touches. He has to play it first time. That gives him a chance. I mean, Gary Cahill would normally throw himself at that and try and block it, but it was a token gesture for Gary. I think the whole Palace side knew that that game had gone a long time ago.
So just to remind you once again, it now means that Manchester City have to win at Chelsea. If they don't, then it's done. And as pleasing as that will be for Liverpool and their supporters after 30 years, which is extraordinary.
It is.
When those of us who came up during the era of their dominance have discussed this. It's incredible to think it's been that long. But City have to win tomorrow night to keep it going. If they do, then it means Liverpool can win it when they go to Manchester City.
I think they'd like to do that. But listen, Chelsea have started this after lockdown. They've started well. I like what they've done, Frank. He's got a really top group of players there. One of the strongest benches, I think, in Premier League football right now. Chelsea.
All the games, all the time, all in one place. 3 more tomorrow night, and then our second feature here on HD11. Arabic coverage available on HD 1 and 2, and 4K available as well. Here's the scorer of Liverpool's first goal tonight, plus to those that have, but I'm unmoved from where I was. I wish in some ways, because I still think we're saving up problems, Andy. When do we restart? How do we restart properly in the new season? And I don't think we're going to find anything out beyond that, which I'd already said. Liverpool will win it, United will finish 5th, and either West Ham or Bournemouth go with Villa and Norwich.
We'll see. But you're glad it started now?
I'm not overly enthused by what we've seen, but we're here. And
no, forget the quality, I get that. There's not been great games, but we're back.
And
Liverpool are doing what they do.
Liverpool are doing what they do. And they are... But
you weren't happy about this free kick. Why?
Now.
Why are you not happy about this?
Look at how Van Dijk goes down. Collapses like a pack of cards.
But what I would say to you, in football, when Van Dijk feels that he's been eased out of it, not pushed, he's been eased out, he's going to go to ground.
You don't have to give that, do you?
Yes, you do. I think you give that.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I do, all day long. And as for this, that is a sensational free kick.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Beglin said he was surprised at the keeper. What else could he have done?
I only missed the post by about 2 inches. It was beautifully struck, flat. It's probably the optimum distance for Trent Alexander-Arnold. You get an optimum distance when you take free kicks where you can hit it hard, like that, and flat, so it goes up and down quite well. You get a little bit closer and you've got to end up chipping it a little bit. You get a little bit further out, goalkeeper's got a chance of getting across it. That was about the optimum distance for Trent.
As you say that, I'm just thinking back to the award of the free kick. Where was it? Was the ball placed correctly, or did they bring it back to make it optimum distance?
Might have done. Interesting. Interesting. They might have done. I mean, he would know. Trent would know where he wants it. And he would think, right, if I can move this 2 or 3 yards back the way so I can get some fizz on it, then there's every chance they might have just moved it back. I can't remember. It was close.
That makes it...
There you go. It's right on, the free kick's given, right on the cut of the line, yeah?
Yeah.
Right on the cut. So I'm guessing that's 6 yards. So that's 24 yards, which is about 22 metres, isn't it?
Very good maths.
It's gone back. It's gone back about 2 metres.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now that might have made all the difference. Might have made all the difference. But listen, that's clever. That's what they do. Players know. 2-0
right on half-time, and this game was put to bed when Salah scored, surely.
Fabulous goal. Again, I know that the commentators are criticising the full-back Van Aanholt, but you know what? Sometimes you have to say that ball and that run were perfect.
Fabulous.
Were perfect. And it's very difficult to know what Van Aanholt could have done other than taking himself into a bad position to start with by dropping off in line with his back four, which he wouldn't want to do. But the pace of Salah and the ball, the quality of the ball from Fabinho was right up there. And it married together beautifully. And that was such a simple touch for him to just chest it down and just place it past the goalkeeper. Lovely goal, simple, beautiful in its simplicity, really.
And might Liverpool have had a penalty?
Should have had.
Well,
should have had.
Why did they not? If this
Well,
was
I've no
looked at
idea
again?
why not. I mean, when you have VAR, what Firmino's doing, he's flipping it over his head to go and collect it past Gary Cahill. Now watch Cahill's arm. Flip, arms up. I'm sorry.
Handball.
I mean, he turns. Watch his left arm come up. Now he's flipping it past him. Arm comes up, stops it.
What would be the reason for not giving it? Do you think? Speculate.
Well, for me to understand that, I would have to be in the mind of a VAR operator, and thankfully I'm not. But you see what he's doing here. Because it sits up, right, Firmino's brain's working. He's thinking, right, flip it over his shoulder and I'm in. And he's right. But look, how can that be guarded as a normal position for an arm? It's not.
No.
It's ridiculous.
It's also denying an opportunity, because Firmino's scoring on the back of that, isn't
he's having a shot.
Yeah.
Look, he's so clever. Flips it. I'm in now. You're struggling, Gary. I mean, I've no idea why that wasn't called back, the penalty given. I've really no idea. You?
None.
There you go.
None whatsoever. It's a penalty.
So
they might say it was too close. That's probably their only way out, to say it was too close. But
no, it's too close if you're there. But when you do that and block it, come through, it must be a penalty.
Anthony Martial got his first career hat-trick earlier. We'll hear from his manager in just a moment, but here he is.
Anthony, well played. You've got